Hello everyone. So, as part of EU presidency, and particularly County Monaghan, been linked with Finland, of course. As I said to you before, the Moomins have a big part in Finnish culture and Finnish history, and Finnish society as a whole. And in mcguigan Park, named after the famous boxer Barry McGuigan from Clonus here, I'm in Clonus, there's loads of signs to do with the Moomins, quoting Tuva Jansson, the creator of the Moomins, etc. So I'll just show you some of them because it is really interesting. It's really unique to see them in Ireland. To be done, I have my Moomin hat on. But yeah, you can see all the quotes, and I do recommend if you are in Clonus or in County Monaghan, have a look at these. There's a good few of them, there's about 14 or so. 15 actually are signs, just with quotes by Tuva Jansson, etc. And to do with the Moomins, etc. Like I'd be here all day if I was reading them, but it's a really unique idea. It's a great idea. Just actually when I was here a few minutes just reading them myself here. There was a child here along with the mother and they were reading through it. And it's great because they didn't hear of the Moomins before. And they were off, they were off on an adventure today. Going somewhere, but they stopped in to look to see what these signs were about. And I was happy able to tell them, a bit more about the Moomins, etc. So, you get what I'm saying. So it's an interesting. The Moomins are interesting too. As I said, they have a huge part of Finnish culture. They're very famous in Finland. They're everywhere in Finland. Every shop is. They're everywhere in Finland. Literally everywhere. It's such a big thing. I don't think there's anything in Irish society, ever like that. There's a Robin follow me about. They love here. And just to say too to Monaghan County Council, this is well looked after. Just want to credit Monaghan County Council. It's well looked after, the park, Barry McGuigan Park. It's well done. But I do recommend if you are here to have a look around. One of them are on the bit by cutting the grass, I think it was, they were telling me. But apart from that, I think it'll be fixed by the time I'm here again. But yeah, they're really nice. It's unique. It's a very unique thing to see here in rural Ireland, in County Monaghan and Clonus. As I say, this park too is well looked after too, and as I say, with exercise machines, etc. But I do recommend people, if you are in the Carpet area, or even Monaghan, or even in Clonus, etc., do check these. I know they're probably only signs for a lot of people, but it's a really unique thing to have movements in Monaghan, especially there's such great quotes, such inspiring quotes too, because I went through them there before. I was here for the last maybe 20 minutes just looking at them and reading through them, etc. But yeah, and there's a water filling station, there's benches, so it's well looked after. And it's a credit to Monaghan County Council, it's a credit to the people of Clonus too, for such a thing. So hopefully a lot of people will come and see this, because as I say, it's really cool. It is really cool just to see the thing taught. Me being in Finland and stuff a good lot, I was to the Moomin Museum, I was in many different Moomin things in Finland. I have to go to Turku to the Moomin Park. But I never thought I would come across Moomins like in rural Ireland, in my part of the woods. I never thought of that. I never thought that was even possible, that you ever come across a Moomin sign or a Moomin things in County Monaghan or in Carpent, etc. It's quite insane. But yeah, you can see this one's a bit damaged, but still, nonetheless, you can still read it and stuff. But it is a credit too. That there's so many signs too, because I thought there was only a few, but there's a lot more than I thought there would be. But you can see here, this is I showed you just at the beginning there. So this is the Monaghan X Moomins, which is great. Can't find Moomins in Monaghan, which is an insane thing to say. To be told, I never thought I would hear that in my lifetime. And it's such a beautiful day too. And me wearing my jacket too, which is great. But yeah, there's such great quotes, they're really enjoyable because they're to do with books and doing the quotes of Tuva Jansson. And many different factors of it. So I do recommend, if you have never looked at Moomins before, particularly the old episodes are great. They really are great. But you can see it here, like just all the pictures and stuff, they're great. Like there was a lot of work put into this too, and I just want to, there's a lot of work put in because they all had to be printed out and done up, and it's great to see. And it's such a great thing too for Finnish people in Ireland. There's a few Finnish people, I don't know is there that many in Monaghan, to be totally honest, but I know of some Finnish people in Ireland. There's probably few. There's probably only about, maybe you'd be lucky if there's 2,000 or so Finnish people, but it's a good thing, I suppose, for Finnish people. Even just Finnish people I know from Finland and stuff, they couldn't believe it, that there's Moomins in parks and in Monaghan and in rural Ireland, it's an insane thing to say, but yeah, I have my Moomin hat on, etc. But yeah, as I say, this is Barry McGuigan Park in Clonus, just across from the fire station here. The Clonus County Library is just there. But do have a look if you are in Monaghan, because it is a really unique thing. It's something you don't see often in Ireland, and it's such a great thing too. to have movements, etc. And to see so many people that never heard of the movements before TIFF happened. Maybe they've seen it as a child. Some people did. It's a great thing to see that a lot of children, etc. Will see movements and will learn about the stories of the movements. And I suppose a bit of Finnish culture and a bit of Finnish heritage and history, I suppose, because I think it's entwined with Finnish society. It is entwined, with Finnish society, movements more than anything else. It shows you different values, I suppose, too. But yeah, as I say, I watched a lot of movements. I heard of movements before I went to Finland, etc. I watched a lot of. I actually liked the old episodes. The new episodes are not that great, but the old episodes are perfect. They're really good. So do have a look, because it is on YouTube. There's so many episodes. Have a look. They are long. Some of them are very long, but they're all great. And again, I would say to come down here if you have a look. To have a look at this, because it is really good, and it's a nice park. If you just happen to be going through Clonus, the next, it would, by December, so because this will be here in December, to stop in, pop in, go in for a walk in the park, because there's nothing healthier, just getting out, sitting down on the bench, just living life. That's the thing, and I think that's what the movements represent too. It's just having fun, because at the end of the day, that's what life's all about, having fun. But yeah, as I say, this is part of the European presidency, the links with Monaghan. And I just want to say too, it's great. I'll be probably back down here at some point again to stand around and look at them, because I think it's amazing. I'm overjoyed with it, and I'm not even finished. But I do recommend to have a look at it. But it's quite insane. But do have a look. It's great. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye.